Match 39, Mogera vs. Biollante vs. Destoroyah by Thomas Singleton. Thorny tendrils lashed out, impaling Destoroyah's carapace, but its pain did not end there. After breaching Destoroyah's hide, green acidic blood seeped out, melting the internal organs around it. Hey, does Destoroyah even have internal organs? I don't think he did.
I think so.
I guess
He
he
might.
must. Yeah, I would say he
But
does.
he's made up
like
of
there's
microscopic organisms.
I would say he has some sort of brain at some point, but other than that, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
he's got to have an internal system because he bleeds. I mean, if he was just like all of them fused together, like like little, like those creatures put together, then he wouldn't have bled like that. If when Godzilla,
He has
uses
something.
Touche.
Maybe Destoroyah is made out of blood.
The painful screams of Destoroyah reverberated off the valley walls. Pain, it was a custom Destoroyah rarely knew. The long horn extending out of its forehead pulsated with an inner glow. Hundreds of yards away, the genetic abomination known as Violante bellowed its challenge. It was one of the most horrible roars ever heard. Even Destoroyah hesitated in launching its assault. Lavender-hued energy shot out of Destoroyah's maw, striking Biolante's humongous throat. Destructive energy shredded Biolante's emerald flesh. Torrents of acidic blood sprayed out of her wounds. But within seconds, Violante regenerated the damage. Though Violante could heal her wounds, she could not repair the pain. Seeing its foe distracted, Destoroyah's horn transformed into a sharp, energetic blade. Man, must be excited. With one swipe, Destoroyah chopped.
It is a female.
Oh man! With one swipe, Destoroyah chopped the tendrils in half. The rendered tendrils took refuge beneath the soil.
When a Destroyer.
Destructive energies departed Destoroyah's maw. Once more, Violante screamed in distress as her neck exploded in a shower of sparks and blood. Not waiting for its foe to regenerate, Destoroyah flapped its ghastly wings and flew to meet its foe head-on. Hordes of tentacles sprung out of the foliage, ambushing the flying juggernaut. Violante closed its mammoth jaws, pleased to hear Destoroyah's outrage. With the help of gravity, because gravity assists people, the tendrils...
Hey, wait a minute! Gravity's not in this match!
You're right! That was in the last match! Anyway... The tendrils pulled Destoroyah out of the sky and into the forest. Its impact caused columns of trees and dirt to erupt hundreds of feet into the air. That sounded weird to me. No matter how hard Destoroyah thrashed, it could not resist its tethering constraints. Suddenly, a large shadow appeared over the fallen crustacean. Violante charged forward, shaking the entire valley in the process. Destoroyah was fortunate enough not to see its enormous foe stop 100 meters away from it. Violante gaped at the downed beast before it. Unlike her brethren, Violante harbored both the fury of a giant and the spirit of a human being. Her animal instincts feared the vile creature lying before it, but her spirit sensed something far more sinister. She caught a glimpse of Destoroyah's past, horrified by the slaughter it wrought and the mayhem it savored.
I beg pardon.
Violante's now a psychic.
Yes,
yeah, Violante can now touch into monsters' minds and read their pasts, I guess. Okay.
I guess. It would have made sense if Erica was actually psychic, but she isn't, so...
because of the first Tomism of the match.
Yep.
I'm calling it Biolante's a psychic type.
Grass psychic, man.
It's a grass. Well, wouldn't it be a triple? Well, wait. Wouldn't it be a grass poison? Wouldn't it be a grass poison with some psychic moves?
Not necessarily. Well, I'd imagine grass psychic with some poison moves, but anyway. Okay. Its baptism of carnage would be traced all the way to its genetic code. It was a living sin, a creature forged to kill all life, and it loved every second of it.
Really?
Apparently.
He gets off on that.
Yeah.
Oh, probably Violante has no geneticist too now.
Yeah, apparently, Biollante can now read genetic code. Destoroyah mocked Biollante with its fiendish laugh. It somehow knew of Biolante's probing. Oh my!
Oh!
Violante opened her gargantuan jaws, revealing hundreds of sharp teeth. bolts of emerald energy gathered at the base of her reconstructed throat. Sparkling acid spewed forth, dousing Destoroyah's entire upper body. While the tendrils were immune to the burning sap, Destoroyah was not so fortunate. Smoke sizzled off Destoroyah's bubbling carapace. It could not scream in agony because its vocals were melting. Violante watched in silence as the demon before it sunk into a puddle of dissolved flesh. She opened her jaws, roaring in triumph. Winner Biollante. Pass.
Another hued. Sorry.
Sorry.
No,
it's you.
Amber-hued beams darted into Violante's backside, creating dozens of explosions.
How
Violante.
Okay, how does Violante have a backside? I want to know.
Because it instantly regenerates. Duh.
Wouldn't her ass be on the bottom where the ground is though?
I always considered backside was like the spines. Like,
I think that was the intention, but backside actually means your butt.
It does. Yeah, backside doesn't mean butt.
I would say it's the side that is your back. I mean, mind you, it says in the phrase. That's how I would use it.
Well, again,
and as a highly educated college graduate,
as a highly educated English major,
I'm a historian. Thank you.
As a highly educated scrub, we should continue.
The highly educated person has lost his place. Where do it? Oh yeah, here we go.
English.
Above the enchanted forest hovered the robot Mogera. Its shimmering eyes powered down.
Whatever.
Beyond thick layers of armor, advanced gadgetry, and whirling machines, 3 human pilots sat in the cockpit, gaping at the digital screen. Gaping at the digital screen in front of them. Okay, that's bad.
Why didn't it work? We tried everything we had. Shit.
In the center sat Major Akira Yuki, a rugged man who beheld Violante with boredom. "I'd say we got its attention," he muttered. To his left, Lieutenant Koji Shinjo breathed with a heavy sigh. He gripped the joysticks, ready for battle. Is he playing
mode now?
Yeah, that Dreamcast better be prepared. He's going. Unlike Yuki, Shinjo was a complacent soldier, unafraid to show at least some emotion. On the far right, Lieutenant Kiyoshi Sato did the opposite. He was younger than his co-pilots. All this was to him more like a dream than reality. Every few seconds, he'd grip the joysticks. Then he'd recheck the controls to make sure everything was operational. After that, he'd wipe the sweat from his face. Yuki ignored him. Shinjo, on the other hand, kept staring at him, amused. "How are you holding up?" Shinjo asked, knowing it was a stupid question. "Been better," Sato gulped. Shinjo shook his head. Try not to get us killed, okay?" Sato nodded. Yuki magnified the image, zooming in on Biolante's hideous features. He was looking for a weakness. Sensors ran a diagnostic on the glowing core nestling within Biolante's stomach. It took a full minute for the computers to determine its purpose. Really? They couldn't just look in the database to figure out, oh, Violante showed up before. Maybe it's the same creature and has the same weakness.
Yeah, no. I know, seriously.
It looks nothing like it.
No, man, this is like 2006 technology.
Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta admit, Mogera's on dial-up.
Oh god, like Windows 95 is still running. They never updated it.
You still Mogera just argue?
On Sato's personal computer, the information revealed itself slowly over the course of 20 minutes. It would appear it would appear the glowing sack serves. Sato shuddered as he shared the information.
What is it, Porky Pig? The orb.
Sato, stop and take a breather, Yuki commanded. Shinjo read the report, revealing Violante's core was in fact a massive organ, apparently silently to himself. It functioned as both the brain and the heart. It also housed a great deal of energy.
Wait. Does Violante's core really function as both her brain and her heart?
It wouldn't be unreasonable, but that's never been stated.
Okay.
X-rays showed it funneling energy to its mouth.
Wait, X-rays?
Apparently.
I just imagine them taking the X-ray of Violante, holding it up, like, Look there, boys. No bones.
Where it energized the organ, it used to spray acid. In other words, we'll stay as far back as we can, Yukili simplified. You know, this wasn't the creature we were sent to fight, Shinjo revealed. Your point being, Yuki asked. What he's saying is, we were sent here to neutralize the destroyer creatures, Sato elaborated. Yuki sighed. Our primary objective is the eradication of all giant monsters. Tell me, gentlemen, am I looking at a giant monster or an endangered plant? Both, actually, Sato retorted. Yuki glared at him, ignoring Shinjo's chuckles. Still, if this creature can defeat Destroyer, then we should exterminate it. Records show it to be an experiment of the late Dr. Shiragami, Shinjo revealed. I thought Godzilla destroyed it. Whenever Godzilla was brought up, Yuki winced. Today was no exception. Sorry, Shinjo said, knowing one of Yuki's best friends died while fighting the monster years before. Target Biolante's core with SGMs, Yuki ordered, ignoring the past.
So they already have information on Violante, right?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, God. Yeah, you're right.
And it took a whole minute for them to realize what that core did.
Yeah.
With X-rays. No wonder it took a whole minute. They used the wrong technology.
Mogera's cone... Oops, sorry, continue.
Oh, that's me, jeez. Mogera's cone-shaped hands open. Wedged inside, the metallic bodies of the spiral grenade missiles waited. Violante growled, drooling acid. Part of her did not desire to kill human life. The other half of her was not as forgiving. But the human half managed to keep a level of constraint. For minutes, Violante waited to see what Mogera planned to do. Never before had she seen such a large, magnificent robot. Though its colors were dull and silver gray and light blue, okay, it was an amazing machine. She knew what it lacked the speed made for and firepower. She is very observant.
I didn't know Biollante was a robosexual.
That's why she disables all the robots she touches. They're just in shell shock at her looks.
Fire, Yuki instructed. 2 spiral grenade missiles shot out of the port and soared to Biollante, eager to baptize her in fire. Those missiles are a little too overexcited, in my opinion. Within a split second, they were halfway there. Tendrils bursting out of the ground sorted the missiles off course. Mogera's pilots watched as 2 separate explosions lit up the distant backdrop. Oh, they're ruining the backdrop. Not to buy a new set. Shadows and fading light danced around Biolante's still shape, casting an eerie aura of grimace around her. Mogera's pilots felt their souls shudder. Get it moving, Shinjo! Yuki barked. Violante hurled her tunnels to the robot. Beneath Mogera's feet, treads popped out and revved into reverse. Vroom, 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 vroom. Mogera moved backwards, blasting the tendrils to pieces, ripped and bleeding profusely. Violante's tendrils returned to her. Mogera watched from a safe distance whenever to retaliate. Yet the Green Goliath did not. Instead, Violante glowered at her robotic adversary, infuriated by its intrusion. Why isn't it attacking? Sato asked. Neither Yuki nor Shinjo knew. A cynic saliva dribbled out of Violante's jaw. She's a napkin, seriously. It took every fiber of her spirit to shackle the beast within. In the past, Violante annihilated humans in moments of rage. For now, though, she had control. But that control was fragile. Should Mogera attack her once more, Violante will be forced to unleash her wrath. Fire all weapons! Yuki commanded, losing his patience. Shinjo and Sato didn't know why they hesitated, yet there was an inexplicable feeling crawling up their spines. Oh, it was actually just those leech things that Godzilla had. Whoops. A profound sense of wrong. These feelings have repelled in comparison to the sense of dread Yuki confided in them. Buttons are pressed, triggers pulled, and then they won the game! Game over, man! Yellowish light illuminated Mogera's eyes. Its cone-shaped arms widened, exposing its spiral grenade missiles. Mogera's chest compartment opened, making way for a laser projector. Not a laser firer, but a projector. It only projects major lasers. It was a standoff.
Project laser masers, yes.
It was a standoff. Mogera was a machine. Mogera was a machine devoid of sentience. It showed no emotion. So when its pilots
you
gave...
skipped something.
Did I? Standoff, Mogera was a machine devoid of all sentience, showed no emotion whatsoever. No, he didn't. God, Joe!
I guess I wasn't following.
No, you weren't. So when his pilots gave the command to fire all weapons, it did so in a detached manner. Mogera's eyes fired streaks of golden light. Its chest major projected a controlled blast of plasma. Violante recoiled the energies dug into their body, vaporizing their flesh and disemboweling their organs. God. Green blood spurted out of her ravaged pores. Violante's painful wails reverberated off Mogera's colossal figure, bouncing back at her. But its onslaught was not finished. Spiral grenade missiles jumped out of their pores. Man, these guys are jumpy. Violante's tendrils tried to stopping them like before they could. They were shot down by Mogera's lasers. Helpless, Violante watched the spiral grenade missiles bury their spinning heads into a burnt core. Seconds later, the missiles detonated, engulfing a blinding explosion. Winner Mogera. Amidst the blinding inferno, Mogera's pilot spotted Violante's wavering silhouettes. How could it still be alive? You did hit its core, right? Yuki demanded. Of course, Shinji replied. I mean, yes, sir. Damn it! Then how do we kill it? Dropping a nuke on it, maybe? Sato responded. His response did not merit Yuki's cold glare. In fact, it was Mogera's captain that actually started using the nuclear device. Okay.
Actually, we're now going to get banned off YouTube because that's what they're doing to anyone that mentions it. Like, there's a GTA mod that turns all the like C4 to the Nokia or to the Samsung phones, and they're just getting banned left and right.
Jeez.
But there were no thermonuclear weapons aboard. Really? There weren't? I'm shocked. While its weapons could eventually rival the output of a nuclear weapon and lacked its immediate potency. You know what? Pass.
Alright. Shinjo appeared at the computer screen. Hold on, he said. Sensors show Biollante channeling energy.
Get in the robot, Shinjo!
Meaning? Yuki inquired, wanting an immediate answer. Meaning she needs energy to regenerate like all living creatures, Shinjo revealed.
Uh-huh.
Biollante is harvesting energy from the soil. If we inflict enough damage, she might not be able to heal her wounds. That is, if enough of her energy is depleted.
What is this, Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I know, right?
No. Shinjo is pretty much saying, sir, she's doing something that all basic forms of plant life can do. What? Photosynthesis, sir. You can't stop it.
Photosynthesis.
No.
Biollante does that.
We must kill the sun!
Biollante does what Bob did in that one episode.
This is just starts waving at Chando's photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
How much damage needs to be inflicted to do that? Sato asked before Yuki could. Shinjo read the data. With a heavy sigh, he replied, a lot.
Well, how much is a lot, soldier?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
All the lots.
Fire all weapons again, Yuki commanded. It's then Biollante retaliated. Her tendrils burst forth, entangling Mogera's legs and arms. Damn it! Looks like we're no longer out of range.
We're not out of range? Great! Fire!
Mogera's eyes fired its lasers. A few tendrils were blown apart, yet many thrived to constrict and pierce. 2 tendrils slithered into Mogera's cone-shaped arms, ripping out the spiral grenade missiles before they could be used again. One tendril slashed the air, targeting Mogera's chest maser laser. The maser retreated behind sliding armor before the tendril smashed into it. Another wrapped around Mogera's neck and head to choke it. Biollante used bind. But the machine needed oxygen. Mogera's nose drill activated, shredding the tendril, splashing acid over its armor. Rocket thrusters roared to life, incinerating the binding tendrils. Mogera ascended high into the air, bombarding Biollante with its energy weapons. Mogera's hands closed, radiating an azure.
Yeah, it's your glow.
Yes.
Okay, azure glow. If it could not deploy its spiral grenade missiles, then it will utilize its auto lasers instead. Blue lasers seared the air, joining the plasma lasers in their assault. Violante howled in rage as explosions shredded her body.
Oh!
Violante turned into the Wolfman. That's how we're gonna get the Wolfman into the KWC.
Through Biollante, of course.
See her father. She's part plant, part wolf, part human.
Part Godzilla.
And during the
Godzilla.
full
Part
moon,
Pokemon.
Violante transforms into the Wolfman.
Well, actually, do we even know? Could she have been all along? I mean, was there a full moon in Godzilla vs. Violante at that night scene? We don't know.
We don't see it, so.
That's because
Must be
Violante
true.
is fat and blocks it out.
Mogera hovered out of Biolante's reach. No matter the firepower at its disposal, Mogera could not destroy its enemy. In retrospect, Violante lacked the means of reaching the robot, and even if she could, Violante's spirit lacked the conviction to kill.
Well, thinking
So-
back about it, Violante thought to herself, I really couldn't have reached it, could I?
So it's a stalemate, Yuki realized. Should we retreat? Shinjo asked. Yuki didn't answer. As of yet, Commando Azo hasn't given the order. If they did without his approval, they'd be chewed out, stripped of their rank, and dishonorably charged, and be killed instantly.
Jeez, that's a little far.
Well,
And if they're lucky, it'd be in that order. Oh. Then again, retreating could save more lives. If they continued fighting, Mogera could be lost. If the robot was destroyed, then mankind's efforts in protecting its people would be futile. Only Kiryu and Mechagodzilla would be there in mankind's time of need.
so
This is-
excluding two stronger mechas than Mogera, just humanity's efforts totally futile. Mechagodzilla and Kiryu, nah, forget about them.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're worthless compared to Mogera.
Mogera's actually kind of strong. It's just that Space Godzilla's a powerhouse, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in this one, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Was this before people realized Mogera actually wasn't a pathetic monster, a pathetic mecha?
It wasn't before they realized he fought fought Space Godzilla until the night,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he has 2 wins.
That means Mogera can last longer than Kiryu can.
Oh, most certainly.
Without any enhancements, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, would it be alright if I took over?
Yeah, it's okay.
Say pass.
Pass.
Patch me into
Now it's
headquarters.
official.
Yeah, patch me into headquarters, Yuki instructed. Shinjo did. Not. The screen showing the screen showing Biollante split into 2. One showed the vile monster. The other showed an even viler monster. Is that even a real word?
It is now.
Okay.
Right now,
Tom just made it up.
Yeah. Bless you, Tom. Anyway, Commander Aso. He's the viler monster. Shinjo and Sato tried not to look into the commander's eyes. It was a sign of respect and fear. While Commander Aso was not always a grump, his bulldog tenacity was infamous. Years
A grump!
Yeah. Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps. Anyway.
Or the Godzilla Grumps.
Yeah.
I am Godzilla, I'm not Godzilla!
And we're the G Grumps. Anyway.
D-Grumps, I like that actually.
Yeah. Years of fighting Godzilla and others like him had made Commander Aso a weary, livid man. He was a ticking time
Man
bomb.
with a capital man with a capital M, he's returned!
Yeah.
Commander Aso is actually Banner again.
I guess so. He was a ticking time bomb, one that had a nasty habit of going off whenever Yuki opened his mouth. Commander, permission to retreat, Yuki asked. What? Commander Aso barked. At first, he was sitting behind a desk, surrounded by other military officials. Then he stood up, frowning, like super hard. Oh man, he's salty. No need to blow a fuse, Yuki said. Honestly, on the look of your face is enough to make even King Ghidorah jealous. Shut up! Oh man, the salt's real here. Shut up! I don't want to hear your bullshit, Major. We are not cowards, and I especially do not like being compared to a monster responsible for millions of deaths. Do you hear? Commander Aso shouted.
No, what?
Wait, millions of deaths? When?
Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, of course, because this is totally tied in with the films, right?
Obviously.
But
Clearly.
wait, he's mentioned Violante, right? Violante doesn't kill millions.
No, it was King Ghidorah.
Oh, yeah, right. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah, King Ghidorah, yep.
Commander.
Oh, right, good. Gotcha.
Commander, retreating doesn't make us cowards, Yuki refuted. Oh? And has the destroyer creature been defeated yet? Commander Aso scorned. No,
Yes.
Yuki admitted. Yes.
Yeah, it's a big puddle of acid right over there, sir.
Then you stay there and finish the job. We're not fighting Destroyer anymore. We're fighting Biollante. Commander Aso stared at them, awestruck. Biollante, you say? Yes. That explains why our satellite transmission was disrupted, Commander Aso admitted. It always did have a habit of jamming our instruments. Commander, we...
First our drums, then our trumpets.
Yeah.
I never knew Biollante had EMP capabilities now.
Oh yeah, Biolante's like when she goes into the spores, has a electronic disruption ability.
She's not in a spore
Yep,
form,
yep.
though.
Touche.
But she had to be in her spore form to arrive, therefore their systems would have been off. And it also explains why they sent in Mogera, because Mogera has that resistance.
Mogera was there for Destoroyah. Biollante just happened to be there.
Touche.
Yeah, touche. Let's just assume she arrived here as spore form. Let's just assume that happened off screen.
I think the order was Biollante got there first, then Destoroyah showed up, and then she kicked his ass, then Mogera showed up.
Pretty much.
Because apparently, no, either that or Destoroyah was reported going that direction. Because I'm not entirely... Okay, let me backtrack a little. I think the order is Destoroyah was there. Then Biolante's spore form came there. Destroyer was there. His position got transmission to Mogera. Got shipped out, and then Violante comes down and then forms during the Mogera's flight. So thus the transmissions get disrupted. Thus it explains everything. Let's go.
Wow, you actually put more thought into that than Tom did. Anyway.
Thank you.
Commander Aso scowled. So you attacked Biollante without my permission, and now you want to retreat with my permission? Who the hell do you think you are? This is worse than the time you tried killing Godzilla with a bullet! Yuki had enough. Shinjo, terminate the transmission. Shinjo did not.
Thanks, Shinjo.
He's like, I'm trying.
Why won't it work?
While Biolante's outside, just be like, okay, anytime. You guys done?
Yeah, Biolante's like, oh,
Violante has a watch.
Yeah.
One of her tendrils opens up, and it's like a face of a clock. And she's like, are you boys on the phone? Oh, I'll leave you alone. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to interrupt.
Once more, Biollante filled up the entire screen, bringing an end to Commander Aso's tantrum. Though nobody said anything, all three pilots silently agreed they'd rather be with the monster than with their commander. Oh, harsh. Biolante's tendrils flailed around her, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Man, she's been waiting for a while. It was a menacing sight. Biollante towered above most kaiju. Only the brave or the insane have ever dared to fight her. Mogera's pilots pondered if they were both. To ease the tension, Sato took his eyes off the Leviathan to face Yuki. Did you try killing Godzilla with a bullet? Oh wait, you did try killing Godzilla with a bullet, didn't you? He laughed. I almost forgot. Yuki wasn't laughing. Shinjo, get us out of here, Yuki decided at last. We're retreating. Without
Shinjo did. Not.
Yeah. Without the commander's approval, Shinjo warned. Yuki didn't
I don't
say...
think that matters anymore, Shinjo. Come
Yeah,
on.
I don't think it does. Yuki didn't
they're all
say...
fired.
Yeah, Yuki didn't say anything anymore, or anything more. Nodding, Shinjo did what he was told. Not. Beyond the cockpit walls, the hidden machines clattered to life, relaying the new commands. Mogera's thrusters burned up more fuel, but then an alert popped up on Shinjo's screen. An erratic energy signal was detected inside Biollante. Wait, something's happening, Shinjo declared. Smoke seeped out of Biolante's flesh. She writhed in agony as destructive energies flayed her body, destroying her tendrils. Violante roared, focusing her unearthly eyes on Mogera. In a flash, her benign spirit was usurped by the beast within. She could not control her fury anymore. Acid poured out of her mouth, dissolving fields of trees in an instant. Her efforts were futile. No matter how hard she sprayed, her acid could not reach Mogera. The robot didn't
Failure.
Failure. Oh. The robot didn't retaliate. If things were attacking her, Sato noted. What is attacking her? Yuki demanded. Shinjo didn't know. Not.
Yuki turns over to Shinjo. Pull up another extra, you fool!
Yeah. Waters turned beneath Biolante's bulk. Crimson bolts surged throughout her veins, ravaging her insides. Flashes of light and green energy slithered out of Biolante's core, trying to heal the damages done, but her cells were being attacked on a molecular level. Slowly, Biolante's flesh dissolved off its pores. It was disgusting. Her bones and entrails were exposed now. Sato tried not to vomit. Shinjo watched in horror as Biollante erode before their eyes. In desperation, Biollante initiated her own physical demise. A cloud of glowing spores obscured her damaged figure. To escape death, Biollante returned to her primitive state, where spirit and nature alike thrived. Mogera's watched in silence as millions
Damn you,
of
Tom!
There's more than one now?
as millions of spores ascended to the heavens. Yeah, Mogera's watched. It sounds like there's more than one. But even so, it's not even like... It has an apostrophe. So it's possessive.
The apostrophe means... Yeah, it's possessive. So Mogera's... That watch is
what?
Mogera's?
I think it's supposed to be Mogera.
I think it's just supposed to be Mogera watched in silence, which would have made more sense. But
another point for Tom.
Yep, 50 to 0. Is Biollante dead?
Mogera
Oh yeah, Mogera confirmed you're right. Is Biollante dead? Sato asked. No, Shinjo said. Wrong character. According to our data...
Get in the wrong guy, Mogera, Shinji!
According to our data, Biollante has done this before. She'll settle in Earth's orbit, feeding off sunlight until she has enough energy to rejuvenate. We haven't seen the last of Biollante. But what did this to her?
How many monsters are solar powered?
Diabetes.
Gamera,
Ultraman, and Biollante.
Damn you,
King
Al
Ghidorah.
Gore!
Computer diagnostics answered Sato's question a full minute later. A full minute later. Alarms blared throughout the cockpit. That's throughout whatever. Emergency overrides offered their recommendations. Yuki sat up, glaring at the bubbling soil, the spot where Biollante once stood. Oh my god.
It was diabetes.
Oh my god, Shinjo exclaimed. I'm detecting high levels of microoxygen.
I'm so hungry!
Yeah. Yuki retained his composure. Then we're not leaving. Not yet. Not.
Yuki's like, now we're getting out of here, boys. Come on.
Yeah. Mogera's fighting capacity has been limited to 45%. There's a chance we won't win, Sato reported, unable to mask his dread. Then see to it that we do. It was all Yuki had to say. Pass.
Great shot.
Gray shot?
Are you there, buddy?
Yeah, sorry. I
Sure
guess.
he's alive.
Yes, I'm alive.
Okay.
Where did you? I'm sorry. I received a message. Where did you guys end?
Then see to it that we do. It was all Yuki had to say.
Yuki had to say. A long, sharp horn rose out of the churning soil. Destoroyah's fearsome face followed. Mogera's pilots watched in awe as Destoroyah sprouted out of the ground. Its power restored. It had used the water in the soil to corrupt Biolante's body. The puddles around her were her greatest weakness. that was me. As the byproduct of the oxygen destroyer, the deadliest chemical weapon ever conceived, Destoroyah used its inheritance to enact vengeance. It knew Violante still lived beyond its reach. It would have felt regret had it not known about Mogera. Now it can unleash its rage upon the insolent robot and its foolhardy crew. I just want to make note: what has Mogera done to Destoroyah? I mean, literally, it showed up as Destoroyah died, basically.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, good point.
What rage is there? It's like, hi, I just met you. And
yeah, I know. It's like, hi.
I'd also like to point out Mogera will put up a really pathetic fight against Violante.
Yeah. So I don't.
It's kind of like
unless they fought before, but it does not make mention of that. It just says Destoroyah hates Mogera, and that's it.
I think Destoroyah might be a racist.
A robotist.
Robotist, yeah.
Of course.
Or robophobe.
Putrid wings unfolded. Razor-sharp claws twitched. Its maw burned.
Only its maw was fuming mad though. Everything else was surprisingly chill.
Our hands rested on our faces as we facepalmed.
Tom, check.
Its devilish tail swished the air, flattening scores of trees. It wasn't its size or its gruesome head that merited fear. No, it was its insidious eyes.
You sure about that, Tom?
Souls that have survived Destoroyah's wrath swore they had seen the fire pits of hell in those loathsome orbs. Mogera's pilots bore witness to their testimony.
Orbs.
I just want to make note. This is the same monster this is the only monster that the Japanese Self-Defense Force actually killed.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
Sad.
How tough could it be?
I want to point something out. When Mogera's pilots looked at Destoroyah's orbs, they saw the fire pits of hell, but they also saw some strange monster with molten-like blood in there. Kind of hard to make out.
Oh wait, hey Kumasukami Gidon, how's it going?
What are you doing in there, Kumasukami? How'd you get in Destoroyah's eyes?
Where was I? Yes. Destoroyah shrieked its challenge to the hovering robot. Mogera answered in kind. There we go. There's some bone. Streaks of laser shot out of its optics, searing Destoroyah's carapace. Destoroyah snarled, not out of pain, but in disappointment. It expected better sport. No matter. If the humans desired death, didn't Destoroyah shall grant their wish. Okay, that's kind of cool. How did
Destoroyah know that the Mogera was followed by humans, though?
It's a robot.
Again, my only guess is that he's fought this before.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
I mean, they obviously have records of Destoroyah, so they must have fought him before. Unlike Violante, who they have no records on until they check.
Yeah.
Do we have records of Biollante? Oh my god, we do. Look at that.
Yeah,
it's almost
there. I didn't even notice.
It's almost like they check the sources, like Biollante. There's nothing. It's like, no, Sato's like, look, he's like, oh no, that's where I keep my collection. No, they can't look in that. Nope, we have nothing. We got nothing in here.
Like, sir, there's nothing on Biollante. He looks over. Soldier, you misspelled her name. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Turns out my girl doesn't have spell check.
Destoroyah opened its jaws, spraying lavender-hued energies. It grazed one of Mogera's thrusters, destroying it. Losing altitude, Mogera plummeted. Wow, yeah, worthy fight, of course. Destoroyah stomped toward the downed robot, its horn energized. In the cockpit, streams sprayed and sparks flied. Yuki wiped blood off his brow. They freaking fell like 100 feet. Like, really?
No, they're not that bad. I'd also just point out, Tom absolutely hates using attack names. Have you noticed that?
Actually, oh my god, yeah, you're right.
He just despises using the official names of any attacks and just uses like the colors to describe everything or vague terminology.
How
Tom needs? I think Tom needs to visit the site that he gets his that he puts his matches in.
He just needs. Yeah, there has to be a good website out there that has all the names of the attacks and images and.
I think
stats.
it's being updated so that way it could, it has the names of all the attacks.
Yeah. Sci-Fi Japan should be out of construction soon.
I mean, everyone knows Tom gets his information from the Godzilla wiki.
Oh yeah, totally.
Of course. He surveyed his crew, hoping they were in better shape than Mogera. Shinjo was motionless. Sato assessed a damage report, ignoring the burns on his face. Seriously, they fell 200 feet. They're fine.
Yeah, with Mogera, I know Mogera. I know. Okay, I'd also like to point out that it only grazed one of the thrusters, not any of the main body. Like the thrusters are on Mogera's lower half. Unless Mogera is shorter than we thought, they should be fine.
Well, yeah, I just want to make note. Mogera flew through buildings and hit Space Godzilla, then exploded. The guy inside was doing a-okay.
There's also the fact that Mogera is two separate machines. As the lower half gets destroyed, the upper half can still be there.
Hold on, I just want to make note of this. What's our condition, Yuki asked. We're lucky to be alive, Sato screamed back. Oh, again, they fell.
They only fell.
How's Shinjo? Sato reached over, touching his friend's pulse. He's alive, I think. Sadly. I don't know. The fall was so great.
He's alive, not.
Yeah. We may not be for long, Yuki whispered. I think we're gonna fall again.
Destroyer, they get back. What the hell happened? How did Mogera get this way? We fell, sir. We just kept falling and falling and falling.
We can fight Destroyer, but gravity, dear God. Sato looked up. Oh, sorry.
Just gravity was mad at Mogera for injuring her. Its best friend Biollante, remember?
Yeah, karma comes full circle. Anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Dear God. Sato looked up, seeing Destoroyah marching closer. Without delay, Sato's hands flew across his keyboard, issuing numerous commands. Though it was -1 thruster, Mogera's others roared to life. It was enough to get it off the ground. But too soon did its pilots realize it was flying straight for Destoroyah.
Okay, pause. Yeah. How stupid do you two have to be to not realize the direction in which you told it to? You have to tell Mogera, go that way. It can't just... You literally have to tell the robot which direction to go towards. How could you not realize that? Mogera is not cure you. It can't get up and go in a random direction. If you be like, Mogera, go that way. You have to tell it.
Hey man, primitive 2006 technology. Anyway, keep going.
Point blank, Mogera activated all of its weapons. Oh, okay. Wait. Sorry. Destroyer caught the massive robot, embedding its claws into its hull. At point blank, Mogera activated all of its weapons. Plasma lasers fired out of its eyes. Azure-hued beams seared out of its cone-shaped hands. Its chest mazer poured streams of plasma. His
drill nose was spinning rapidly.
Wait, guys, think about this. Mogera is flying straight, right? He's horizontal to the ground. So he can fire. And Destroyer has them in his claws, so they're horizontal. So I can understand the eyes and the arms, but how does the chest laser? It's firing at the ground. They're like, we're hitting him, sir. We're giving him all he's got, and the ground's exploding underneath of it.
I'm assuming either Destroyer somehow latched onto Mogera and they're flying over the valley comically while this is going on, or Destroyer literally tore Mogera down and stood it back up.
Hold on. Destroyer's like, hold on, let me let you. Okay, there you go. Now fire everything you got. Oh yeah, that's it.
I love all the available weapons. I can really hope Tom put a little description of the drill cone is spinning around rapidly, doing nothing.
All the lasers start going off. There's dance music now.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
let's see.
Humans
The humans could no longer see Destoroyah. It became lost in a sea of blinding lights. Amidst the light show, Destoroyah howled.
Brave time!
Hurry, Chase! The Caesar procedure! Amidst the light show, Destoroyah howled in frustration, relinquishing its hold as it had a seizure. Mogera continued firing its onslaught. Blood sprayed out of Destoroyah's ruptured chest. But Destoroyah did not waver. It waded through Mogera's barrage. At last, it was close enough. And
something? Tom makes all the monsters ungodly resilient. Like, I'm pretty sure if anyone else did this, Destoroyah would be on the ground quivering like a baby.
Probably. You wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. Energy enriched its horn, extending to a great lengths. Destoroyah swiped its head down, aiming to slice the robot. Mogera managed to avoid a mortal blow. Its drill... for a second there, I thought he was going to say its drill caught the horn. I'm happy that...
I hope so. I just imagine Mogera rearing its drill around, batting away at Destoroyah's horn, like... Bzz, 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 bzz.
You know what? Okay, off topic. You know what would be the most badass thing in the world? Destoroyah's horn comes down, and I know this monster is not mentioned or anything, but since we read it in the last match, Gamera's, like, mana hand comes down and catches it, and, like, energy is sparking, and, like, that would be badass.
Oh, man, that would be
awesome.
so freaking...
Awesome.
Okay, now you make me want to write a Gamera and Destoroyah match.
Okay,
if you write Gamera and Destoroyah, I write Godzilla and Iris.
Alright, fair enough. It's a deal.
You guys gotta shake on it.
Okay, I'll get back to the match. Its draw and left arm, however, were not so fortunate. Destoroyah snarled. It came so close to killing both of its foes. The damage it sustained was too much to bear. In seconds, Destoroyah broke down, lost in a cloud of empty.
I like how Tom. Yeah, I love how Tom sort of forgets that Destoroyah literally did not. That Destoroyah did not do shit to Biollante.
Wait a minute. Guys, hold on. Read this again. Mogera managed to avoid the mortar blow. Its drone left arm, however, not so fortunate. So he sliced that off. Destoroyah snarled, and then it came so close to killing both of its foes. Dude, you freaking, like, disarmed the robot. All they need is, like, one laser and it's dead. It fell 200 feet and almost died. I mean, come on.
Destoroyah also did not really do much against Biollante, too.
Yeah, I know, you're right. Well,
I'm
actually,
trying to imagine what angle does Destoroyah have to be to slice out the drill on his nose and then the left arm? Like, what? How did he do that?
That's what I want to know. That will be a mystery for all mankind. Anyway.
Pass. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, it's finally your turn, Joe. Good luck.
No, it's your turn, Harley.
It's mine?
Yeah,
oh, I forgot.
It's you.
Surprise!
Damn it, really?
Sato blinked in disbelief. We did it! He gasped. Yuki wasn't so sure. He fought and defeated these giants many times. Wow. Okay. If this is the ultimate test, that's kind of sad. But they always returned. Perhaps luck was finally on their side. Fate disagreed when the alarm sounded. Me, Sato mumbled. Eyes glued to the monitor. What? Micro-oxygen has been detected, Sato stated before going pale. Sato, what's strange about that? Oh wait. It's been detected inside Mogera! Mogera lost power. For a brief second, darkness was all the humans knew. Then a red luminescence flooded the cockpit. Yuki unbuckled his seatbelts. All of them. Hey, Yuki, put your seatbelt back in. That's not safe. Sato was frozen with fright, running over to and where was Shinji? He was still there, just knocked out. Shinjo, whatever. Yuki retrieved an assault rifle. Where was he hiding? Running over to a hidden cabinet, Yuki retrieved an assault rifle. I was gonna say, did Mogera have like hidden weapon caches on hand?
Not that I recall.
In seconds, he had it assembled. There was an eerie silence in the cockpit, as if it was outside world didn't exist. Except they looked over at the view screen; it was still on. Sato stared out at the blank screen, praying the power would come back. Might have forgotten what the world was like before science reigned. No, not really. Here, Sato felt helpless with his totally non-scientific machine gun. Yuki gripped his shoulder, shaking the fear out of him. Get your act together, Yuki grumbled. We need to escape the ship, out of Mogera's cockpit. Sato nodded, wiping the. Of course, Yuki thought. Wait a minute. Of course, Yuki thought to himself, I could just detach the Star Falcon, but no, that's too obvious. Sato nodded, wiping the sweat out of his eyes. Sato sprung into action. He grabbed Shinjo, lifting him over his shoulder. There was only one way in and one way out of the cockpit, and that was through the metal doors. And because the power was off, they didn't open at all.
And they died.
When at Destoroyah, Yuki typed the 4-digit code. The metal doors didn't open all the way. Putting the assault rifle over his shoulder, Yuki pried the doors wide enough to fit through. He peeked out, wary of every corner. I'm pretty sure that they're not that Mogera isn't some space station now.
Yeah, no,
I am almost positive that I had him move the elevator. It takes him down to the escape ship. I'm pretty sure Mogera doesn't have an elevator. Does it?
Mogera has an elevator. It's how you get down. It's how you get down to Star Falcon.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was just thinking to myself, I don't think there should be enough room for this kind of thing to be happening. Shit, Yuki cursed. It was out of power. They had to take the long way. What is it, Sato? What is it? Sato coughed. Elevator doesn't work. We need to use the escape shafts. Sato, go. Then he dropped Shinjo down the escape shaft. You first, buddy. Dumps. He stepped down. He just dumped him down there. Yuki stepped into the dark hallway, assault rifle drawn. He moved to the other end to open a door. It'd lead to a ramp, allowing them to climb down a series of ladders before they reached their destination. Shinjo just fell down all of them. Now Sato really didn't like carrying Shinjo. Answering his prayers, the backup generators kicked on. The elevator was operational. Looks like we're back in business, huh? Sato quipped. Yuki opened the door. A pair of glowing red eyes greeted him. Destoroyah somehow got the elevator working. I'm just imagining Destoroyah aggregate with like its claws like lifting up and pressing the buttons. Just kind of waiting. Just sitting there silently. Demented they were. Soulless. Demented they were. Soulless they was. Yuki jumped back, squeezing the trigger. He hot-lead pelted the Destroyer aggregate's gruesome visage. The gunshots from Sato jumped, then he dropped Shinjo by accident. Sorry, dude. Yuki hugged for Sato to get inside the elevator, with the aggregate, by the way. He did. Not. Bullets in the devilish beast. It hissed a fiendish laugh, mocking the human. Then it ate Sato because he's right next to him. Energy crackled on the sharp edges of its face. I wanted to show Yuki the proper way in taking a life. Yuki jumped out of the way and discharged with the aggregate's mandibles, burning a hole into the wall. And then Yuki jumped out of the hole because Mogera isn't that thick. I'm pretty sure. Okay, this last sentence makes the entire paragraph so pointless. Yuki ran over to the elevator, reloaded. The straight aggregate crawled into the tight hallway, shrieking. So, it's a tight hallway. And Yuki somehow dove out of the way in a tight hallway. And Sato somehow managed to run past the aggregate with Shinjo on his back and get in the elevator.
Actually, you know what shocks me most about all this? How is an aggregate Destoroyah in this hallway? Should be juvenile.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right. It's just really cramped. It's like, help me.
It's like struggling. Like
it must be like super awkward. Mogera should be destroyed already.
How wide? My biggest problem is how wide is Mogera's hallways?
Not that wide, if I recall correctly.
Wide enough for an aggregate to crawl inside, apparently.
Apparently now. Unless you freaking lose.
It was several feet tall. Unlike Destroyer's gigantic state, the aggregates walked on 4 crab-like legs. A crimson exoskeleton weaved its monstrous figure. Why are we now getting a description of the aggregate?
Yeah.
Yuki stared into those burning orbs once more. For a brief moment, Yuki thought... Orbs. For a brief moment, Yuki thought he was licking the eyes of the devil. Yuki, come on! Sato screamed, mashing the button furiously. Down, 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 down. Yuki jumped in, Frantic, he pushed the button, praying the doors would close fast enough. As the doors started to close, Destroyer Aggregate peeked around the corner, eyes flashing. Hello? You going down without me, boys? Yuki and Sato didn't move a muscle. It took them a full minute to realize the doors are closed. The elevator was taking them to their destination. In relief, Sato dropped Shinjo. Okay, pass. You get to read the rest, Joe.
Alright. At least we're safe, Sato started, until Shinjo's hand covered his mouth and made his way down to his throat and strangled him.
This is for dropping me!
Both Sato and Yuki were surprised to see him awake. Please, don't jinx us again, Shinjo pleaded in exhaustion. Then Sato dropped him.
I'm sorry. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Keep going.
Thank you, everybody. I believe everyone just drop your mics and walk out right now. Thank you.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Can you walk? Yuki inquired. Okay. Sato helped Shinjo stand until he started tipping over. Nope, Shinjo groaned as Sato caught him and then dropped him.
Sato motioned to catch him, and so just flew right past. Oops.
What's more, Sato flipped him over his shoulders. Damn it, he whined. You need to lose some weight. You weigh more than the monster. Cue Seinfeld music. We're here, Yuki exclaimed. The elevator came to a stop. When the doors opened, all three were relieved to see the escape ship. Yuki crept out of the elevator, assault rifle at the ready. He wanted to make sure the area was secured. Unable to wait anymore, Sato rushed out and threw Shinjo, lugging Shinjo to the escape ship.
Oh, I like the idea of Shinjo at the ship and pushed it after him.
lugging Shinjo to the escape ship and tossing him.
Down another flight of stairs inside the ship.
Now see, Sato had to slow Shinjo up a ladder. It was really difficult because it kept missing. 1, 2, throw! Oh, sorry, Shinjo, let me try that again. 1, 2, ha! Fuck. Okay, keep going. Let's see if we can get through this.
Then he froze in terror. On the ship's reflective surface, he could see a Destoroyah aggregate clinging to the ceiling. Having been spotted,
Its body jammed and unable to move.
Help! Destoroyah aggregate, help! I didn't think this through! I can't shrink!
Having been spotted, the aggregate jumped down. Ah, you found me. Attempting
This is the worst game of hide and seek ever.
attempting to skewer the humans with its sharp legs, Sato pulled Shinjo down and used him as a body shield.
I like to think that Sato looked through Shinjo under the ship.
Sato pulled Shinjo down and rolled under the craft right as the legs punched through the door. Yuki pelted the Destoroyah aggregate with a barrage of bullets. Even with the gunfire rattling its ears, Yuki didn't relent. But the bullets bounced off the Destoroyah aggregate's carapace. Red eyes focused on Yuki. Knowing what's going to happen next, Yuki jumped behind the craft. Lavender-hued energies annihilated the floor where he once stood. Unsatisfied.
I just realized, if I may interrupt, I just want to make note. Also, Destoroyah breaks down. He gets inside of this thing, and he makes one. I mean, this thing is supposed to be a juvenile, but he makes one. Like, the whole freaking ship should be infested.
Yeah, was it? I think there's two. One on the upper level, one on the lower level.
Yeah.
There should be more than two.
There should be more. I agree.
If like 1,000 equal an aggregate, then then how much does the final make? Like 10,000?
Probably a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. As Shinjo would say, a lot.
I think Destoroyah just didn't think it through because he was breaking down crying.
I lost the Biollante, the stupid robots do anything to me. I'm just gonna go crazy on it.
Unsatisfied, the Destoroyah aggregate crawled over.
Screaming in pain at the tight space.
Yuki checked to see if his comrades were fine. He was delighted to see they were not. Sato, I have a plan, Yuki whispered. We
drop Shinji.
Isn't that always the plan?
That's the plan, drop him.
Actually, would it be alright if I finished it off?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Pass.
Crawling over the craft's tail, the Destoroyah aggregate spotted the assault rifle's barrel. It charged, believing it to be held by its prey. But when it realized the assault rifle had been abandoned. Wait,
then the
what?
assault rifle started crying because his parents abandoned him to the monsters.
Yeah.
You never loved me! It shouted as they flew away.
Yeah. Now, yeah, alongside Shinjo. Now, Yuki shouted from his hiding spot. The Destoroyah aggregate grabbed Yuki with its tail. It squeezed him so hard Yuki felt like he was going to be cut in two. Through clenched teeth, Yuki screamed, "Do it,
Bad
Sato!"
Bad touch.
Yeah, bad touch. At the helm of the ship.
I need an adult.
Yeah, Sato activated the ignition. Flames shot out of the rocket boosters, engulfing the Destoroyah aggregate.
And Yuki, then he died.
Above the burning fuel, Yuki panicked. If he were any lower, he'd be fried. As the Destoroyah aggregate turned into charcoal, glowing spores dropped out of its jaws. Shut it off, Sato! Shut it off, he demanded. Sato didn't shut it off all the way. Not. It was just enough to ensure Yuki wouldn't be barbecued. He fell...
Maybe a little burnt, yes, but not barbecued. A nice crispy brown.
Yeah. He fell into the ash-covered floor, disgusted by the smoldering stench. You okay, Yuki? Sato asked over his voice speaker. Yuki was about to say yes, until the glowing spores started to grow bigger. I think I discovered how they reproduced, he replied.
Oh,
asexually?
Yeah, apparently.
No, apparently they would grow the same way Biollante does spores.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not too wrong, but at least just how it's seen in the films, it seems very spore-like.
Look at the Tomism on there.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
so that's
fascinating. Fascinating, Sato joked. How about we stay here until they get bigger? Maybe we can teach one how to play fetch.
With Shinji.
With Shinjo, yeah. When they talk.
Shinjo, fetch, boy!
Yuki entered the ship. Let's get out of here. Once again, the rocket boosters flared. The ship flew out of its holding bay, soaring above fields of green. Behind them, Mogera stood in silence.
You mean fields of scorched black and burning earth?
Yeah. Behind them, Mogera stood in silence. It'll take months for it to be cleansed of Destoroyah spawn, and even longer it to be repaired. At least months to get rid of get rid of the two Destoroyah aggregates in there. Yeah, all two of them.
The one now.
At least we're alive, Sato said in
One
delight.
now, one growing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
am I imagining there is this or is the destroyed aggregate up top just kind of sitting there like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah, I know, right?
They're gone. I can't go down the elevator. They took it. What do I do? I'm stuck. Help!
We're almost done. Until the commander finds out what happened, Shinjo murmured, "Does a vacation sound good?" Lighting cigar, all Yuki could do was chuckle. I'd say the timing could...
That stupid joke.
Yeah. I'd say the hang on. I'd say the timing could be better, and then Yuki judged Shinjo.
Everybody hates
Winner,
Shinjo.
Winner, Ultraman.
No, winner, not Shinjo.
Yeah, not Shinjo.
For this match, we should have literally winner like Mogera, Destoroyah, Violante, even like the crew members, and then underneath just says "not this guy" and just like an arrow.
Alex picked the worst match to leave.
In case you couldn't hear what I was saying, and, like after I'd say the timing could be better. Then Yuki tossed Shinjo. Oh my goodness!
That was a horrible joke.
Okay. Aside from poor Shinjo, aside from poor abused Shinjo, what do we think of the match?
I just. Oh man! I just
Yeah, fun fact, guys. The Halloween match is actually him as a zombie, like chasing after the other two pilots after they threw him
You
out.
left me.
Yeah, and Zombie Shinjo has the rifle that they abandoned.
Oh, yeah, and it turns out Zombie Shinjo and the rifle trained the spore aggregate. So they're riding on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So the match was, I want to say it was okay. It turned into Alien at the very end, though.
Yeah. I thought that was actually kind of neat. Like, there are good elements in the match. Like, I like the fact that it's like Biollante has the upper hand, and then she puts up a decent, she fights Mogera and whatnot. But then plot twist, Destoroyah uses his micro stage, more or less eats Biollante from the inside and has her out, and then uses the micro form to go inside Mogera and wreck him from the inside, which I thought was cool.
And then go into his aggregate form and get stuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty sure that's meant to be juvenile.
I do kind of wish we saw a brief three-way spot.
Yeah, I know, a brief
all three of the combatants in one place.
Yeah. That's a thing I've noticed with some of Tom's matches. That's like with matches that have three monsters, it always seems to be 1v1s. Not necessarily more, because previous match would like to have a word with you, kinda. But his Gamera, Kamacuras, and Megaguirus match, like it was pretty much just Gamera versus Megaguirus and Gamera versus Kamacuras.
Well, I think that's kind of the pitfall. Most triple threat matches tend to get triple threat or more matches.
Yeah,
I found that most writers can't really focus on three monsters going on it simultaneously. They can't really focus on that.
Right. Yeah, it's very difficult to focus on that.
So it turns into one monster gets removed from the equation for a while, then two fire it out, then just swap one of the monsters to keep it one-on-one.
Yep. I've noticed.
The third one is kind of awkwardly laying there.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that too. And don't get me wrong, it's a little easier to write as pseudo 1v1s, but still. I did like the ending. Like, I do like this match. Like, I don't think it's particularly... Again, it's an older Tom match, so of course I don't think it's particularly aged well. But it does have some decent... Well. Right. But it does have decent qualities to it that I will say this actually is kind of a decent match by itself. Of course, the fun stuff we interjected too made it all the more hilarious. Like poor
Shinjo being dumped down the airlock.
Yeah, being dumped down the airlock like a freaking crash test dummy or something.
Like a sack of potatoes. Drop it down.
Oh my goodness. Or Shinjo did not.
What's gonna happen is, out of options, they use Shinjo as a weapon against the aggregate, just battering the poor Shinjo's body against the aggregate.
Oh my gosh. So, Grayshaw, do you have anything to add?
Grievous harm.
I just like the idea that they come back to that like a month later and they just find the aggregate still stocks. Help me!
No,
I've been living off of metal.
Grievous bodily harm, more like grievous harm with a body. I don't think I know this about Tom. I don't know if he ever fixed this, but he hates using legitimate attack names. He hates it. He avoids them like the plague.
Yeah, I don't understand why, because that's like the monster signature attack. That's like a zone fighter match without him calling out his moves. It's like
I think the only attack he's ever named was Godzilla's Atomic Ray. I don't think he's ever done that actually.
Technically speaking, no. I think he just kind of refers to it as Atomic Breath. So
wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, because he might have fixed that for match. I think he might have gotten around. I think he might have stopped that by the Bagan trilogy, which, to be fair, I would highly recommend you do.
Right. Yeah,
before that, he just literally hates using attack names.
Yep, it's part of the whole, amateur writing thing. Like, for whatever reason, we just...
I just want to make note, I'm looking at 150 right now, and he still doesn't mention it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, because, like, even Zilla roared a thunderous challenge at the Siege Dweller. Dagard didn't respond with a roar of his own. Instead, the foul beast shot out of the water like a rocket. Ionized plasma blazed out of Dagarla's mouth. Yeah.
Oh, so he still hasn't fixed that. Damn it, Tom.
Another point for Tom.
I have one... my matches have one good thing with them.
I want to complain about... I also want to complain about the banner. Mogera and Biollante need to be switched, because... Mogera is above Biollante, and Biollante is above Mogera.
What?
Look at the banner. Mogera is the big green crocodile thing, right? Biollante is that robot.
Oh, I see. Parallel to the names. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not always.
That's not always the case.
That's true, but to me it's really jarring because they're literally right under their names.
Yeah, I see what you mean,
You couldn't fix that somehow? You could just swap the names? No? Violante versus Mogera versus Destoroyah wouldn't sound as cool, I guess?
Well, yeah, even the last one. Okay, I'll give you that, because the last one match had that. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I guess that's like an unofficial rule. I even try to keep that when I write my matches, or when I make the banners.
Oh, right. I'm generally not that picky. Like, I just stick with whatever looks good. I just go with it.
Picky.
So...
No, I'm pretty sure most KDBCs have the monsters have the names on the right side. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Check out Zone Fighter. Example, because check out Ultraman versus Rodan. Like, that one's even modern day. Like, you see him.
Yeah, Ultraman's right there. Rodan's right over there. Yeah. And
that was unintentional, I swear.
Zone Fighter versus Legion. Legion takes up the entire thing, but you can see Zone Fighter crashing through a building.
Yeah, for 184.
Over there. Yeah, just crashing through the building. Like,
I always wanted to make a banner that was because every banner has basically the two just staring off. One's about to charge, one's doing an attack. I was like, what happens if I did it 10 seconds after that? So you see the energy, Zone Fighter missed and got nailed, and he's just flying backward.
I do like the comical idea of Zone Fighter just barreling through a building with flailing his legs.
Yeah, I know. I really like that effect. It makes the banner stand out.
I wouldn't mind having a banner from the two. I would like a banner with Godzilla. He's already firing his atomic breath or his atomic ray.
Yeah.
Well, there was the that's 160? Yeah, 160 with the
160 had an active atomic breath banner.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Godzilla.
Godzilla vs. Godzilla. By the way, Heisei on the left, Legendary on the right.
Oh, anyway.
Just swapped it.
Is there? Yeah, that's an unofficial rule.
I think it's a psychological thing. I think.
Well, the only exception is when you have the monster in the middle, kind of Andrew's match, 170, Bemular and Goliath versus Mechagodzilla Showa.
Orga and Hedorah. Orga versus Hedorah. They're on the wrong side.
Yep. Well, anyway, Well, does anyone have any thoughts on them? Like, any more thoughts to add on to the match we just read?
I honestly hope there are no more Tom matches till the Batman trilogy. I'm getting really sick of
Well,
this.
are you about to get disappointed?
No!
Because we love torturing you.
Oh, what is the next match?
Yay.
Oh, Caesar vs. Jet Jaguar. Two monsters nobody cared about after. Oh boy.
Hey, I like Jet Jaguar.
No, two monsters no one cared
Jet
about at that
Jaguar's
time.
the bomb, dude.
No,
Hey,
apparently no one gave a shit about Jet Jaguar back then.
Oh,
Well,
I gave him a
spoilers,
win.
he didn't win that one.
Well,
Damn
anyway,
it.
that was match 39, and we will see you guys next time for match 40. Until then, everyone, you guys take care.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.